Hello, hello, everybody. Just give me a second while I just get on in here. Let me just mute my laptop so that I don't hear this in the background. And let me go over to my YouTube. And let me go over to my YouTube. There we go. Mute that. Let's mute that really, really quickly. Hello, hello, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Carmen with Elemental Designs. And today, you guys, is Wednesday's Junk to Treasures. And so I've basically spent the last, let's say, 30 minutes running all over my house, gathering all different kinds of supplies. And so I'm just going to give everybody a few minutes. Hello, hello, Sasson. And we're going to be playing with some new item today, which is Quick Cure Clay. It's a product by Ranger, and it's supposed to cures quickly with a heat tool. So I've gone ahead and pulled out some molds to play with to test out. They're not all clean, you guys. I have some faces. I have some C ones. I have this other one right here. I think that's by Prima. And we also have little seashells that I DIY'd. I have another one right here because, yes, you guys, this is going to be another sea-themed project. As I said in the previous project, you guys, you're going to get a lot of sea-related projects from me between spring and the end of summer because I have a lot of different sea-related things that I need to put to good use. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So we're going to test out that clay with those molds. I'm also going to keep playing with my Stamperia paper. And for my piece of junk, basically, what I've decided to use is this sign right here. I think it's a Dollar Tree type of thing. And I'm going to alter this. Give me 1 second. Okay. Awesome. Angie, you now have the hammers. Okay. And so we're going to be basically covering this up, just doing it, which I'm going to start doing now. Why is this rainbow here? Put this rainbow over there for me, please. I also have this word that I purchased last year sometime. Oh my God, I've had this for quite some time. And I haven't gotten around to quite getting it done. And I did get the other two. So I think I'm going to glue this onto this. And this is where we're going to start. And I'm also going to be using my Olympic Bubbles chipboards. So we're going to be using these today on this project as well. And we have some molds. And that's about it, you guys. So we're going to start getting the process going. Oh, this right here, this little bag. I think this is going to be the color scheme because I think it goes really nicely like with this paper here. And basically, this was a trim that kind of fell apart. It was all together when I first purchased it, but as soon as I took it out the bag, it was like, it unraveled. But I'm going to use it up because, you know, it's just sitting in the bag idle. So I might as well. And I think it'll go nicely with this color scheme. Hello, hello, Tanya. How you doing, love? Let me try to just move this so that I can see a little bit better. Okay, so that's basically where this is going to kind of start flowing. And I hope that you guys will enjoy. And at the same time, we get to test this clay out a little bit. I don't want to use up too much, you guys, because I have that clay reserved for a special project that I'm going to be doing on March the 28th. So I hope you guys will tune in. That's going to be so much fun. All right, so let's go ahead and start just doing some of this stuff. And I didn't want to leave this little star kind of hanging. So that's basically why I decided to kind of go with the whole theme once again. And so let's start just doing this baby up a little bit. And getting some texture on here, getting some paint on here. I'm going to just kind of shake this baby up. And sorry for the glare, you guys. I can't control the glare. Let's see. And let's go ahead and just add some of this gesso in here. We don't need too much, but we do want to cover a lot of it up. So especially all this glitter area. We definitely want to cover up all this glitter.
Now,
Thank you, love. And so we're gonna go ahead and get this started. And just keep spreading this all out. Now I'm not too worried about the Santa and stuff like that because we're gonna be covering a lot of that up. And this is gonna get another coat of gesso once I'm done with what I have to do next after I dry this up. So let's see how it all kind of unfolds. I'm really excited to try that clay. I saw Tim Hawk demo it and I was like, what? That thing dries like that? Oh my God, I need to try it. And this is going to be the perfect opportunity. So this is going to be like my test, my trial and error, you guys, so that when I do it on the 28th, I do it right. Because we all got to practice. And it just arrived today. And it's quite expensive as well. For the amount, especially. But it'll be worth it if it dries quick. Because we always want to keep it going, right? He said, right. All right. So. Just getting that all the way out, covering all that glitter up. Because we're going to be doing some decoupaging on here, so it doesn't have to be completely, you know. We just need most of it. All right, so let's go ahead and dry this layer up as quickly as we can. Because we got to add another one before we keep going, and then I'm going to glue the words on. So I'm actually going to have to turn my glue gun on. Whoa. What you doing, phone? What you doing? The cable touched it, so the screen started going crazy. Started spazzing out. All right, so let's go ahead and dry this out. This is the one part that I just like. Oops, sorry. Hopefully I didn't punch the camera, which I think I did. Stay still, camera, stay still. Which I think I did. Sorry, you guys, if I took you for a ride there. Oh, you're driving home. Be safe, my friend, okay? Go ahead and do this. And dry this baby up. Let's dry it. I wish things would just dry instantly. I wish there was such a thing as an instant gesso. That's what we need next from Ranger, an instant gesso. That is like, you put it down, you better be sure that's what you want it. Because once it goes down, that's it. I need that. I know. We're still in the same energy from going to Spins Ball. Like, we're still trying to play with all that. Okay, so let's see. I think this is pretty dry. At least dry enough for what I gotta do next. Actually, I have to turn my glue gun on. So let me do that quickly. Let's do that quickly. Let me see where I'm gonna connect it at. Dang it, I got so many cables running through here. I don't even know which one am I gonna sacrifice? I gotta take one off the wall. Okay, I'll take this one. Let's plug this baby in. Because we need you. Okay, while my thing is heating up, we're gonna put this to the side and we're gonna basically decide what paper we're gonna use. This is not completely dry. As you can see, there's still some glossy bits. That's how you know when it's dry and when it's still, you know, a little wet. But like I said, I'm not too worried about that because I have to gesso more onto it anyway. So we have our thing right here and we have to gesso that. We have our bubbles, which we're gonna gesso as well. And let's see. I was thinking to cut one of these in half. If I could find my scissors. Yeah, definitely gonna need a second coat of gesso. That thing is translucent. You can still see everything. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna be decoupaging some papers in there as well. So I'm just gonna grab one of these and I'm gonna just trim it straight down the middle. Because the set only comes with 3, so I need one for the top and one for the bottom. Yeah, they're nice, right? Thank you, thank you. And so, and maybe we're gonna add my little house as well. So we'll see. We'll see. What you want? What you want? You want some? You want some of the gesso? You want some of the gesso? Which ones? The chipboards? Those are my design, baby. Those are part of my little release. They nice, right? I know, I know. I love them. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to gesso these babies up because we're gonna need to. We're gonna need to. Let's see. That's baby powder, glue, and water, and a little bit of paint, which is why it's so translucent. And we're just gonna kind of lightly to the top, which we don't really have to do for this because it's wood, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. Paint adheres nicely to the wood. For my babies. Okay, so we got this right here. Yeah, it's baby powder and it's in a baby powder bottle to complete the set. Easier to pour for the most part. Polvo de bebé, sí. Para adultos. Angie used to be the baby. Angie not the baby no more. Angie grown. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. It does a nice, it does a pretty decent coat. Let's go ahead and dry that. I'm just gonna kind of semi dry it a little bit. I made it really thin so that it dries quick. And I normally don't go live on Thursdays. This is just today because I put a new program into my computer yesterday. And I was cleaning it in between doing all of that. It just basically took up most of my day. And I almost didn't go live today either because we were setting up our new home gym. And that took all day to assemble. So, oh my goodness, you guys. So it's been a busy, busy couple days. So I couldn't really get it done yesterday. And hopefully now that I have my new program, I'll be able to share with you guys my videos in a totally new way. So I'm looking forward to that as well. To change up the format a little bit, you know? All right, so let's keep that moving and keep this over here for now. And let's start doing these. And for this one, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and put it right here. Just add to that. And I have some reviews that I wanted to do, that I was gonna do, but I bought the new program, so I'm gonna do it over again. So it won't be an official unboxing because I already unboxed it and did a video. But I'm gonna read through the video so that it's a little bit more informative when it comes to, you know, the written information on the video. So this is gonna be cool. Okay, so we got that going. Of course, she'll always be our baby. All three of them are. Shoot, I still spoil all of them. Okay. So once these dry up, we'll figure out what colors we're gonna put on them. Once we decide what paper we're gonna start using on this little plaque thing here. What the heck? What? Okay, and now these two. Look at my little mat. Oh my goodness, it's so dirty. Making a mess over here. As usual. That's the fun. That's the fun in it all. Huh? Eskimo. It's that little music that gets you. Thank God this is not, you could just kind of run over this real quick. You don't have to take too long doing these. And let's do the next one. Okay, what the hell are you guys talking about? The weights. Oh. Okay, so. So let's see how this is going to turn out. You guys know I rarely plan anything, and I gathered these things literally last minute because, like I said, we spent the whole entire day. So about maybe what, almost 7 o'clock we finished, and we started at 11 this morning, assembling the home gym. I mean, we took breaks, obviously, you know, but every other part was like a break. But that's why we took so long. We took plenty breaks. But it's assembled. Yay! We just have to put the covers on. We didn't have time for that because I had to come. I had to come and, you know, do my thing over here. So this is gonna come out amazing. I'm pretty sure it is. I haven't done any die cuts other than this. These are the only ones that I brought out. And I have my little bag of metals and stuff, and we're gonna do some molds. And we're gonna do it like that. And hopefully that'll be enough. And look how messy this is. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me turn this off for a second. We're going to be using that shortly. And then we're going to start testing out this quick cure clay. It says kiln free, cures in just minutes. A new way to clay. Cures quickly with a heat tool. Colorize instantly with inks, paints, and mediums. Easy to sculpt and mold. I love sculpting. Love sculpting. Especially from scratch. You guys have seen me do that. Love doing that. It's so therapeutic. Okay, so we have a mess going on over here. I need something to clean my mess with. Give me a second. Yes, I do. Where around? What? The spring. Speak and spin. Okay, but one more wipe it. I need to wipe it. Always. Always. Come on. You're right. A little bit too heavy. I haven't tried. I'll try I went and got some tea. I brought a whole little roll over here. Now we got our own little roll. Okay, where is the tissue? The spray. So let's spray this down. And hopefully this will do the job. Nope, it won't. It's shredding. Let's just wet it up. It's very thick because it's got a lot of glue in it. So we're just gonna try to clean this hot little mess up real quick. Mira. Look how awesome. DIY. On my stream. Yeah, it's glitching. It's glitching. It's got some new tissue. It's glitching. Let me get some alcohol instead. I think the alcohol probably take it up faster. I got my. Oh, I never turned it on. Turned it on now. Let's see. Yeah, cleans it out faster with the alcohol. I gotta buy baby wipes. Baby wipes is the best thing to clean this, honestly. Cleans it fast. And in a hurry. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just didn't want to feel that gunky little mess on me. I'll clean it out a little bit better later on. Let's get this show on the road. So it looks a little smudgy. All right, so we got our thing. Let's put our thing back. Let's put our little plaque back. And let's add some color onto here, and then we're gonna start adding some papers, and then we'll figure out if we're gonna need to add more gesso here and there. But we'll add it as we need. To start off with, I'm gonna start in with some teal. You guys know I love me that color. So we're gonna go with teals and browns, and we'll see where we take it from there. And these are Deco Art Metallics, so that's the metallics. And I'm just gonna do this. Again, we're going for like a sea theme, so I'm gonna go with those kind of colors. And maybe, let me see. I have a unveiling to do, which I'm gonna probably do within the next couple of days, of some items that I bought from Crafty Artist Sue. This is one of them. Came with a brayer, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of like, I had it right in front of me, so I'm like, use it. I purchased an item from her that I've been wanting for quite some time, and she actually had it at the perfect price point. So I said, go for it. Go for it. So we're just gonna roll this on there, and you can still see some of that texture where it says jolly and this and that, but Santa's kind of disappearing a little bit, right? All right, let's go ahead and grab some browns. And we're gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle it here and there. And then I'm gonna turn this sideways. Just kind of roll some of these colors in there. Any texture that it gives me, I'm good with. I just love to see the paint moving up and down. And the colors are really nice, relaxing. You think of the beach, you think of the sand. Let's go ahead and dry this up a little bit before we continue. And you could almost see the beach kind of coming in to the sand, some mountains in the background. Some of you guys don't see that. I'm always seeing things. I'm always seeing things, like a whole bunch of imagery. And that's all water, like little lagoons everywhere. Okay. All right. So let's see. We're going to be kind of gluing this onto this. So let's keep adding some more color. Um, let's go in maybe with a little bit of white. And I think to this, I'm going to actually spray. Let's see where it goes. Let's just kind of stretch that out, stretch that out, stretch that out, stretch that out. Let's just kind of play with it a little bit, see what happens. It's okay, some of the paint kind of lifts up. We haven't even started embellishing yet. You can hide a lot of boo-boos with a little bit of embellishments. Ice cream? And you said ice cream? And you don't get your daddy started. You already started. That's when you have a project coming out, right? Huh? You have a project coming out, right? Project's coming out. Are we expecting anything soon from you? It's kind of hard when you have a kid. It'll be time. Very tight right now. So I can't make no promises. You see the moon shining in the water. I love it, right? So much going on. Now let's go ahead and I add water to dry water. Isn't that funny? Let's push some of that out. Just push some of that out. Like water, like the foam. And there's texture there because some of the paint is not dissolved all the way, so I'm okay with that actually. I'm gonna triple thick whatever the final outcome is. I'm just gonna add a layer of triple thick over it, so it's gonna protect it from getting smudged or peeling off. So here I already don't see much of sand. I don't see much of anything here on this side. Here's where I see kind of like the words. So I'm gonna try to focus a lot of the bigger stuff here, like the paper and stuff like that. I'm gonna try to focus it there. And I'm not sure what kind of paper we're gonna use just yet. In addition to this paper, because I also do have the Prima paper that I just got from Tiffany. So I'm kind of debating if I want to incorporate both or just the one. So we'll see. I love it. Love it, love it. Try to see wherever there's any little pools of water. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and keep going. I think I'm gonna remove the string because it's kind of annoying the heck out of me. I'm gonna keep it right here. Okay, so we have that. Let me put this over here. So this is kind of what I was thinking, was to kind of do one here, the little halves like right here, and then do like the bigger pieces right there, because since these are not long enough to go corner to corner, but if I can do it like that, then it'll be just fine. So I have to kind of decide what colors I want these to be, these bubbles. So let's see. Let's keep adding some more color in that background and see if I get inspired to fill those bubbles in with something. What goes good with that? Let's get some gold. Maybe some gold. Um, let's see. Oh, we're definitely gonna try to use a little bit of the gold shooting star. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I tell you, gorgeous. And we might as well dazzle it up as well with some aqua meteor, galaxy glitter. And let's see. Um, I'm trying to think to see which. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna add maybe some glitters in here, maybe some golds on here, especially like around here, and some greens and golds, and see what happens. So this already has so much texture on it. I'm gonna add some gold on that side, and then I'm gonna add the aqua meteor on this side, and I'm gonna kind of have them meet somewhere in the middle. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. What do I want to do? Do I want to scrape it on? Yeah, I think so. I feel like I used too much. I'll just kind of take it off. Take a little bit off here and there. This is kind of to hide some of that texture that is there. So now let's go into this side. And then smooth that in. Carry it all the way across. Carry it all the way across. Hello, hello, Monica. How are you, love? I hope you've had an awesome, awesome birthday. So let's go ahead and dry this up a little bit. And then we're going to start adding some color to that and see kind of where it goes. We still have to add some kind of paper there, so we're going to start kind of doing that now. You guys probably see something completely different than what I see down here. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right, so let's go ahead and let me add some paper here. We got to figure out some kind of paper here. Let's see. Because I'm going to be adding the word love in there. So I need something that looks pretty. Let's see. Ooh, this one matches. Oh, this one got my seahorse in the side. Let's see. I got a seahorse over here, you guys. Oh my goodness. Do I really want to start fuzzy cutting at this time of the night? That's tough right there. That is a one tough cookie right there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Decisions. Decisions. I'm going to cut it out and see what I'm going to do. Right? This is supposed to be junk to treasures. So I'm going to I'm gonna try to do that part of it. So let's see. Now I'm just gonna roughly chop this up so that even the image itself looks kind of junky in a way. So let's see. But I want to keep most of that other paper that's in the back because I'm going to be using that to kind of support this image here in the front. And I have some packages of junk actually from the equipment, so I'm going to be using some of that as well. Some corrugated boards. This thing got a, I'm like, what the heck is that thing on the top of the head? It literally got smoke blowing out of it. Little steam engine. Oh my goodness. Okay, I lost my mojo there. Let's pick up from the other side. All right, you guys. All right, all right, all right. Let's keep this show on the road. So, I kind of like that. Let's see. Can I finish here? So it's going to be very, very roughly chopped. Indeed. And let's remove that. Remove said image. Okay. Okay. Kind of like that. And it's just kind of right. Something like that. Like that. Let's see. The gears are working, you guys. The gears are working. What else can I get from here, baby? This little star. I keep wanting to use this little star. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to use this little star because the little star has inspired me twice, but has yet to fulfill its destiny. So we gotta make sure that it does today. So I'm just gonna remove a few of these little elements. And again, I revert back to my old ways and not prepare because I was busy doing other things today. Otherwise, I would have had all this stuff fuzzy cut. You all right?
Yes.
You gotta check, you gotta check. Sorry you guys can see that, so I'm out of frame. I'm almost done with this little estrellita. And then, oh my goodness, so much fuzzy cutting. I need these in like little chipboards. I know I got stickers. I gotta go check what I have over there. So I know I got more stuff. But I think that was for the other kid. I don't think it was so much for the Stamperia. All right, so sorry, you guys. Talk thinking out loud. Thinking out loud. All right, so let's get this little. I just absolutely love it, love it, love it. Love the images. I'm trying to see if I can, you know. No, 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 you guys. It's not wanting to work with me. What? Oh yeah, thank God. I have there. Right now I'm just focusing on this because that part of it will be easy. I have a whole bunch to kind of raise them up so that they there's dimension between the images. I have so much boxes. I got one that's like, oh my God, humongous. Literally, I think like all three of my kids could probably get inside of that box. All right. So we got this one and all these little pipes and stuff like that. I'm gonna cut into this. I think. Let's see. Let's see. Where's my blade? I have no idea. Okay. So, okay, I'm just gonna cut into this like this and see if I like that. So I basically just cut around the thing. Okay, maybe like that. Maybe tucked in there like so. Okay. Yeah, maybe something like that. All right. No more fuzzy cutting, I think. I don't think, I'm not sure. Do I even go for the word love then? This is what I wanted to do. Let's go for the word love. Do I still want to use this now? Let's see. I might have to fuzzy cut around that. Maybe I can actually add my star right here. I'm gonna have to cut around this image, you guys, so I can fit that in there. Well, I don't know, little bits of, I know, Tony. That's what I said I was gonna do earlier. But I have to use up some of those little bits that I have from the packaging today. Thanks, love. So much fuzzy cutting, you guys. That's the crazy part of it all. It's all this fuzzy cutting. And I'm not even being precise. I mean, it's definitely worth it. The images are gorgeous. Okay, so thinking something like that. Okay, let's see. Do we want to use this? Do we need to use this? Let me see. Hmm? Something like that, right? Right? Right. And then the chipboards, the bubbles. With the bubbles. Somewhere around there. Right? And then on the side, more bubbles. More bubbles. And then we'll get some chipboards. And then we're gonna start assembling, and I have to figure out where I'm gonna nip and tuck all these trims, because these are the trims that I'm gonna be using on here. Because it's got the color scheme. So I figure I might as well cut them up, glue them in here, glue them there. There's a whole bunch of stuff, and then we're gonna start adding some molded pieces that we're gonna, paint, mold, all that good stuff. So, what was it that I needed? Chipboards. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, I have a whole bunch of little bits and pieces of stuff that I can kind of tuck here and, nip there. I got some chipboards to create some thickness here. So I'm gonna cut a strip of that and see what we need, where we need it. And let's disassemble to reassemble, my friends. Let's go. And I have some stuff here too, so we'll see what fits where. And I also want to paint the wording here. So maybe we'll add some. Maybe we'll add some metals here and there. Right? Let's see. Under the E. Behind the L. Let's see. On top of the L. Let's see. I found a fish! Oh, I found the gear! Yay! The other to this is too thick. And yeah, I was thinking about that. And I got these that I can kind of add like if they were little starfishes or something like that. So I think I'm gonna leave these as they are, and I'm just gonna add them as like little old gold accent pieces. I think those are cute. So I'm gonna incorporate those in there. Just gonna get a few. And save the rest. Save the rest. And we're gonna use this one, found. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. So, 1, 2. No me gusta, no me gusta. Con este no me gusta. Me no like it. Let's see. Maybe there. Right? I thought that. No. I thought that looks. Me no like how that looks. Right? So that it matches at least, right? Okay, so I think that's kind of where this is headed. And then we're just gonna splash a couple of those here and there. And we'll see what else. There are no butterflies under the sea. I saw in the Primo paper pack there's 2 butterflies in there. I was like, why are there butterflies under the sea? But I guess from being outside. So it made sense after I thought about it. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, I got it. I got it. All right, so let's see. Can you find leaves under the sea? Is there leaves under the sea, my friends? Is there leaves under the sea? I don't know. Something like that. Right? Right? Is that more or less how we're going? Is that where we're going with this? Is that where we are going with this, my friends? I do not know. But I am loving this so far, and I don't know if I can stop. Okay, hold on. My notification is going crazy. Let me clear them. Okay. All right. Yes. Hello, hello. DM Crafty Creations. Hello, Ada. And hello, Jay. So let's go ahead and add a few little elements here and there, here and there. Maybe a skeleton flower, maybe? No. No. Right? No. And I don't think I'm going to adjust them. I think I'm going to add the elements as they are. And I'm just going to glue them in place because I like the copper and I think it matches nicely with the background. So I think it all kind of goes and feels. So I don't want to fill them up with color, which is something that I tend to do. But for this particular occasion, I do not. I do not think so. So let's see. Just gonna add all these little tiny little flowers that I find in here. Oops, the daisy, maybe not this one, then maybe these. Maybe this one and the top, and this one in the bottom. To kind of go with the set of that one there. And then we have that there. Ooh, it spun around. Did you see it, you guys? It spun around. I'll put one like there and there so that it kind of offsets a little bit. Like I even have little tops from the bottom in there. I'm known for just putting everything in little teeny bags. Okay, so that's too much, that's too much. And that's fine right there, maybe with a little flower in the center. All right, I'm satisfied with that. What about you guys? You see bubbles? Yes, there's bubbles. We see bubbles, we see bubbles. All right, so I think pretty much this is this assembly. I'm gonna blink at it a whole bunch of times and see if I can capture it. Guys, blink with me. Capture the moment. Capture the moment. So that hopefully we can assemble it in the same fashion. Okay, so let's put this stuff. The founds goes together. This goes together. This goes with this. This goes with this. This. I have to add chipboards too. These go together. I don't know my other one went. One right there. This goes under the E. Pakatang, pakatang, pakatang. All right, so let's go ahead and paint this because we need to add some color to this, and then we're gonna start gluing everything down, and I'm gonna adjust all that chipboard. And I might just leave the little fish just as it is. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Let's go ahead and add some color to this. And our theme is black, so I think I'm gonna go with a brown for the top. Right? I think that that'll look nice. Dark color in the top. If I want to lighten it up, maybe I'll add some highlights here and there. But I think that that will look nice with that. Since that has so much teal on it and blue, I'm gonna make this brown. And this color is Rich Espresso by Deco Art, and it's part of their Dazzling Metallic line. And this sign right here, I think I got it from Dollar Tree, and it originally, it has butterflies on it. I think it was like during the summer of last year or during the spring of last year. I don't even know, honestly. I've lost track of time, and since I haven't done anything with it, I was like, you know what? If I don't do something with it, I'm gonna throw it away. So it became junk to treasures. Yes, right? It kind of just adds to the whole metallic look of it all. So, and it's such a rich, rich color. I love browns in most shades. But this is definitely one of my favorites. So let's just go and try to get rid of as much of this paint as possible from this brush. I sometimes don't even make it too much of a priority to paint all the edges. I have so much detail for some things, and for other things, I'm so like, it's okay. But that's discipline, and I like that discipline of always covering up my edges. So I'm gonna try to do at least a decent job of covering most of it, even if I don't cover all of it, because it is all brown at the end of the day. So I'll just say the metallic look is taking over, but it hasn't yet accomplished its mission. So let's see. Let's just go ahead and add that. Get this butterfly up here, even though we're not going to really see any of that. And then I'm going to grab my paper and add some of this color as well, whatever's left over on the brush, just so that I kind of incorporate that onto the paper as well. So this is pretty good to me. On the other ones that I did, can you pass me the dream sign right there? I actually stenciled over the letters. Some of you guys might remember when I did this. I kind of stenciled over the letters and I added a whole bunch of different designs to that. But I did that quite some time ago, and this was part of that set that I bought, and I just never did anything with it. And love is the most important part. So here it is. I kind of like that. Very metallic-y. Yes, right? Browns and blues together look awesome. Take a picture. Take a picture. I'm always taking pictures, especially of this kind of stuff. Let's see. I should take a picture though, but I'm gonna have to take all of this stuff over here. Ada, you putting thoughts into my head, girl. Where's my piece of paper that I just had? We got this, we got this. Where's my big piece of paper? Did anybody see where I put it? We're about to start gluing some of that down. But before I glue that down, I think I want to add, I don't know why I'm making so many of these, but just in case I need them, I might as well have them. I think what I'm going to do is on the back of this paint dries rather quickly. So what I'm going to do is in the back of this, I think I'm going to start attaching maybe some of these fibers and trims with the hot glue gun before I actually adhere it to the board itself. So it's all kind of all tangled up. I'm just going to kind of like add little bits and pieces and kind of like snip, 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 snip kind of a situation. I know, yes, you did. You went bananas buying memory because I was like, dang, girl, that was a lot. But hey, you ain't gonna run out, that's for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and add some trim. And I'm just gonna kind of stick this on here. And mostly because it matches roughly the color scheme of what I'm going for. And we're gonna see. And again, this was actually part of one whole trim and it broke apart. It was on clearance in Hobby Lobby. So we're gonna see how we're gonna do this. I think it matches nicely. So we're gonna see how we're gonna do this because I'm not really sure how I want this to kind of go down. Just gonna kind of adhere stuff here and there and see where it all kind of goes. And let's kind of keep going. My next point is gonna be kind of like right here. So I kind of wanna mess right here. I think I want to mess right here, right? So let's see kind of like what happens. You kind of just bunch it all together. Does it hold well? Kind of messy, kind of dangly. I like that. I like that. I'll take a picture for you. Oh yes. See how far I'm like all the way over here and you're over there. Yes, yes. Yes, that is actually a very good idea. That works for me better when I'm not live. When I'm like actually working on a project or trying to do something, then I'll take a picture of it and it'll help me to assemble it when it's time to do the video. For the most part. But when I'm live, it's so spontaneous that I honestly don't really think about much about anything, to be honest with you. I kind of just like start gathering stuff last minute. It just kind of helps my creativity to kind of flow in a more spontaneous kind of fashion. And I'm very impulsive for the most part, so this kind of helps me with that. It gives me an excuse to be impulsive. Like, I just want to do it there and just put it there. So, yeah, that's my excuse anyway, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead, and I don't want it so much to be over the top as I do want it to be kind of like right there. And I didn't really know what to do with this trim. I was literally gonna toss it because again, it was another trim that was a lot nicer, and it all fell apart. And I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this stuff together? Like, me, I don't know what to do with it. So, when I was gathering stuff, I was like, what do I want to get rid of? I'm looking through all the stuff. I'm like, what do I want to get rid of? And I said, this Santa is the first thing that I want to get rid of. So I grabbed it. I said, okay, what else? What else? You need at least 2 more items or something else that you could, that you want to get rid of so that it's actually, a junk that you're turning into a treasure. Otherwise, it's just your stuff that you're recycling. So, I found these things and I was like, okay, that'll do. That'll do. I think that qualifies. Okay. So let's go ahead and trim that, glue that, and kind of add more right there. And I just hope it all kind of works. I hope it all kind of works. Right? So let's see. And I did find quite a few things that I do plan to alter. So we'll see how that goes. You hear Venus complaining over there. She's like, she hears you. Okay, so I kind of like that. This little trim right here is very loose. I'm gonna let some of them kind of dangle out if they want to, but I think that looks pretty interesting. Yes, I've told her. I'm still waiting for her to get back to me on it, but I have asked her. I have asked you, okay, Angie? I asked you. And she's actually a really awesome artist herself. She's been to all different kinds of art programs. She does beautiful things. So let's see. Where is my... Oh, my paper was on my thing the whole time, you guys. Durr, Carmen, hello. Did you hear the doorbell? I think that's gonna look pretty cool. Pretty interesting. Okay, I set myself up for that one. I was not literally expecting to hear a doorbell. Okay, so let's take this stuff out of the way. Let's play with this paper a little bit, just so that I can kind of make them one. Let's add some chipboards behind this. Where's my glue? Where's my glue? Where is my glue? Okay, so. All right. So let me grab some chipboard. Actually, maybe I can add some more of this trim. I kind of like this gray one. I do kind of like that gray one. Maybe like a mess, kind of like that. Maybe with some hot glue. And then this together. Can they do it? Can they do it? I don't know. Let's see. Let's add more. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. Just gonna stick that there. I want it to kind of look messy and disheveled. I don't know why yet, but that's the way I want it to look for right now. So we're gonna stick to that. Okay, so let me go ahead and grab some of this brown paint as well. Some of this metallic paint. And I'm just gonna kind of go into it from the bottom. And just kind of incorporate some of this metallic color in there. Okay. And I actually do want to distress these corners up a little bit. Might even rip it up just a little bit. Rip it up just a little bit. Let's give it some texture. Let's give it a reason to be, besides just being a rectangle. It's got patterns on both sides, so you're good to go. So I'm just kind of rolling the edges between my fingers, just kind of crimpling it up a little bit. Kind of doing that, and just kind of rolling that out a little bit. Just a little bit here and there. And just kind of squeezing it a little bit. It has a more kind of worn out kind of look. All right. Uno aquí, uno aquí, uno aquí, uno aquí. Okay. And so let's grab our thingamabob, which is this thingamabob right here. And I hope that I remember how it's supposed to be. Let's see. Whoops, today's. And I'm gonna grab some of this, I think, and wrap this in here somewhere. And I don't know. Let's see what we do. Let's kind of wrap that there. Let's kind of stick that there. Put that under there. Let's hike that a little bit right there. And let's see. Because the point is to try to use up most of this stuff, right? And I kind of like it being like a little bit of a mess. Let's see. And then I think I'm going to tuck my little piece right in there. So let's go ahead and tuck that little piece right in there. Okay. All right, so we've got that. Let's make sure we anchor those things where they need to be anchored so that they're not all over the place. Okay. I'm always burning myself with that thing. I get used to it. I got used to it already. Okay, so let's see. Then we have this piece right here, which I am going to just kind of darken up a little bit with some of the paint right around the edges, just in case anything kind of pops off. Adding a little bit of that in there. Just kind of dirtying that up a little bit as well. So let me see, where is my seahorse? And for my seahorse, what was it that I was going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to put this word love in here. So let me see first, right? I don't know if I'm going to put that house in there or not. I might not get to put the house in there. Maybe I'll keep it so that it kind of comes off of it just a little bit. Huh? Thank you. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, and I think Yeah, the seahorse is gonna go right here where the V goes. Right, that's what I had decided to do. So let me go ahead and get some glue sticks. You're gonna need it. And let me go and try to, oops, the daisy. That one right in the center there. I'm just adding some chipboards to the back of my image. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna need to anchor it, but I'm thinking there. I'm thinking there, okay. And then this one has to get anchored there. So let's cut this down a little bit. Oh, you're very welcome. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. So let's see. I want to give that star some dimension. Where's my little square? Here it is. Stamperia. Yeah, that's good right there. So let's go ahead and put that down. And let's go ahead and put this one down right over that one. And I'm going to kind of cross those two. And that's going to go there. Now, I had thought that something was going to go there as well, right? What was it that I had decided was going to go there? And it begins, you guys, and it begins. Was it one of these? I know it was something. I don't recall. I don't recall, you guys. I don't recall. Let's see. This got to go in here somewhere. So where are we going to put you? We got to hide the edge. And we got to make you stand out somehow. This way, this way. I know it was some way, some ways, right? Um, let's see. We can almost put that there. Put that there because the word found is gonna go right there. So let me stand up over here. You won't even be, well, it's crooked. You won't even really be able to see the edge of that once I put that word found in there. So I think that that'll actually work for me quite nicely. So let me remove this. I think that is exactly where I'm going to place that piece right there. And that's going to be right there, I believe. And I'm going to be gluing those into kind of like into place so that you can kind of see it. It almost looks like a little jellyfish. Hello, Julia. So now I am in the standing position, you guys. Okay, so let's see. All right. Let's put the word found right where I need that to be. So I can always place my other stuff around that. So I want to make sure that I cover that straight edge there. Right? If I have to add something to kind of cover that up, that's not a big deal. I need more dimension on this. I need more dimension there. And I'll just add something there. So it's no big deal. No big deal at all. I know I had something here. So let me go ahead and add that. Put that in there. I know I want that there. And let's see. I know it's gonna go there. So the E, I know I want the E there. So this is gonna go right there. Let's go ahead and add that there. Gel medium will be best, you guys. I think that's where that goes, right? Let's just make sure. Yeah, right there. Can always pop a little bit of seed bead beads in there. Come on, baby, stay. Mama needs you to stay. Stay, stay, stay. And it doesn't want to stay, you guys. It doesn't want to stay. Let's see. If it doesn't stay, then I'm just gonna add some matte medium, some heavy gel or something, and make it stay that way. Okay. So this, I think I can start actually assembling. Let me add some chipboards here so that I can kind of support that levitation that is not going on there. I think maybe 2 of these would suffice. So let me just glue this L down, this on the L. And we still have a few pieces that I want to accent pieces that I want to add in, like some of those shells that I'm going to be using the quick cure on to test it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and add some glue and put this baby right there. Let me bring it to myself so that I see what I am doing. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. All right, so let me hold that down for a minute. Maybe a little longer than that. We're gonna need more glue. We're gonna need more glue. We're gonna need more glue. Let's hold that down. And I still haven't even added the bubbles yet, which hopefully I can still fit them in on that side because I kind of got ahead of myself there. So let me put this to the side for a second. Let me work on these bubbles because I do want to incorporate the bubbles in there. That was the whole point of doing all of this, is to be able to add some of those chipboard bubbles in there. But I think I can glue them in and kind of hand paint them. So I'm just going to glue them in. I'm going to just add those in there real quickly. And I'm debating on whether to cut the other bigger bubbles in half or not. Well, that hole is humongous. So let's see. This glue is very watery. All right, so we have a little bit of this. And this glue dries clear. That's the embellishment glue from Dollar Tree. Let me grab my other one. I got some glue on my fingertips and do the other side. Okay. Just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's glued in place. Can't move it. See, no matter what you do, it's the steps that get you. Okay. I'm just gonna glue what I can. Whatever sticks off the edge, I'll just kind of cut off. Just want it to stay in there. This little bubble right here I might cut. Super easy to alter. Right? Let's kind of heat set this a little bit. So hopefully it'll dry. And then we can keep going. Thank you, Monica. Okay, so stick. That must not be the same. The same glue. I'm thinking that it's my favorite. It's not my favorite. There will never be that glue again. It's close, but not. Nope, no cigar. Okay. Stick that down. Stick that down. That's just gonna stick there. So this is sticking. Should I add bubbles on the sides, you guys, or should I just leave it like that? I kind of like it like that with the sides open and just the bubbles on the top and the like. I don't think I needed to have it on all sides. I really don't. I think I like it with the top and the bottom like that. And if I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna paint that maybe a darker blue. What do you guys think? Kind of like almost like a blue black, like a dark blue. I have this that I can mix with some black and paint those bubbles like really dark. Um, I think that that might work well. So let's try it. I didn't put the little house in either. And I still have some of those little bits and pieces to put in there. This thing is almost done, you guys. Let's go ahead and paint these bubbles real quick. Let's spruce them up a little bit. Look at all this stuff. I'm supposed to have like this area not overflowing onto my work surface, and it's overflowing. Thank you, thank you. Maybe a few bubbles on the words. Oh, on the words love. Oh yeah, you mean like the top and bottom, how I put it in? Yeah. I think that that's good enough. Anything else I think will be maybe a little bit of overkill. So I'm gonna just add, and that's metallic paint, and I'm gonna just mix that with a little bit of regular acrylic. This is just regular acrylic black, and this one's ice blue is the name of this color. I absolutely love this color blue. All my paint brushes are filthy because I was working on an art journal yesterday trying to test out the new software, and halfway through, I guess I put it through so much different stuff that it was just like, no. I'm only gonna give you half of your video. The other half I'm keeping. So yeah, I did that. So I kind of like just get rid of the whole video. Um, that's too dark. That's too dark. Carmen Sita, that's too dark. You need a little bit more blue, my friend. A little bit more blue. A little less black, a little bit more blue. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. That's a little better. Maybe I'll get a little bit creative with these bubbles. So let's see. Let me just brush on some of this color on here. Capture some of this texture from this brush because it's kind of dry. But sometimes I like it like that. I usually do a lot of dry brush painting. I find that the colors for me makes a lot better when the brush is dry rather than wetter. For some things, you definitely want that brush to be, you know, like if you're doing with watercolors, you'll definitely want your brush to be nice and wet. But with acrylics, it's almost like the opposite. At least for me, it is. I know you guys are probably like, what the heck? This woman's missing like a whole bunch of pieces here. She's missing a whole bunch of parts. Carmen, look. You're missing a lot of things there. I'm gonna add a little bit more white into that. And then add a little bit of the turquoise, maybe in the glitter or something to kind of like make them pop. We'll see. We'll see. So I'm just kind of, again, just dry brushing. And since the colors are kind of mixing as they go, there's really no consistency to the blue. The blue's kind of going up and down as far as dark to light. So some things have a darker blue, other things have a lighter blue. And I'm not just dry brushing it on here, you guys. Really no technique at all. Just adding the color in there. Making sure that I get under the nooks and cranny, because if I gift this to somebody, they're gonna be nosy and they're gonna be looking around to see how I made it. They're gonna be like, "Ooh, Carmen missed the spa." So I'm gonna try to capture them all. So now right into that mix, I'm gonna add some white. And this is actually a gloss enamel paint, but it says multi-surface, so I use it on everything. I listen and I follow instructions. So let me just clean my brush a little bit. I'm just gonna clean some of that extra muck off of it. It's still dry. Haven't cleaned it with water at all. And I'm just gonna incorporate on one side some of that white, some of that on the other side. Just to give even a lighter tone still to some of these rings. And I don't know if this is gonna work well with this or not, but it's only paper. You guys, we can always paint it over. Mixed media is all forgiving most of the time. So with this, I'm trying to catch like some of those areas that I didn't catch earlier. And just kind of trying to go over that with some of the lighter color. And then just adding a little more of the solid white. Just on some of them, some of the rings. Just to kind of highlight them a little bit. Super easy to follow, you know, as the rings kind of go. Tanya's already playing me. That's what I love you, boo. Okay, so now let's add a little bit more white. So I'm gonna get a little bit more of that white because I ran out. And again to my mix, white on one side and then the blue black mix on the other. And just gonna go over some of the areas that I didn't catch so well. And I gotta definitely add some molding in here. So we're gonna do that next, you guys, as soon as I do these bubbles, because I wanna be able to tuck them in to certain places. So I wanna make sure that that fits in place before I put my little unicorn, not unicorn, Jesus, my seahorse. Not my unicorn. We're not doing a unicorn today. That'll be an upcoming project. I did buy a unicorn to do. So we'll get that done on one of these upcoming Saturday lives. Okay, I'm gonna grab. You hear Venus with her squeaker? She's got one of those tough toys that you can't destroy so easily. She's trying to figure out a way to get the little squeaker out of it. Okay. Remember, we're going to be removing some of that excess, which is why I didn't really focus too much on that. but right? And then we can just kind of frame it. Huh? What's upside down? The word? Oh, because I had it upside down. I was showing the word upside down. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, you guys. Let me see. Let me cut this excess here so that I can just darken up the whole edge to the whole thing and use up that paint. Why not, right? Waste not, whatnot. That precious, precious paint. And this one actually was pretty flush. Okay. So now I'm just gonna kind of darken up the whole thing. Oh, I might have to stick that. Let me go with my hands instead. Just kind of dabbing it in there. Let me spray this thing down. Make the paint last a little longer. And just kind of roughing it up all along the top of the edges. Kind of blending those bubbles in there with that. Softening up that brush stroke a little bit. And let's do the same with the bottom. And just kind of bring that all in. Right over the bubbles, right over the edges, right over everything. Just kind of bring some of that darkness back in there. In case it got a little too light. And bring that all the way out to the edge. Now you can just basically dry brush whatever's around. Just use it all up. Okay. You like? I like. I'm gonna see if that white paint will hold up because I'm gonna try to use that on other things that I might need to use it up here and there. Hi, Sue. I got the box today. I was just telling them earlier that I'm gonna be doing a video sharing the items. I already used the brayer. I got it all dirty. That's like one of the first things I grabbed today. So, okay. So let's get back to this before I get too confused. I want to do some molding, right? That's what I said I wanted to do before I go too far off the handle. So I got my heat tool because I know we're going to need that. I have here some molds that I want to see which ones I'm going to actually add. Let me just see. I already have a seahorse, so I don't need a seahorse. I don't want to add a mermaid tail to this one. So maybe some of these little stars. And we're going to be using the quick dry. Where did I put it? Right here. We're going to be using this product right here, quick dry. My hands are filthy. I'm sure you have to have clean hands to do this, and my hands are not clean. And I don't want to hold up too much time because I'm already going on an hour and a half. Yes, thank you, thank you. Very, very happy. Whew, so it does have a smell to it. Ooh. You don't like things that have smell. Whew. This does not smell good at all. So it feels kind of like a paper clay in consistency. I guess whatever that ingredient that they put in there to make it dry quick is what smells. So let's see how it smells when it's all like heated up. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and try to mush it into that star and see. Ooh, it does not smell good. Oh Lord. If somebody has a very sensitive nose, that might not be the product for them. Even with all the glory of being able to dry things quickly, that smells kind of strong. Not kind of, it's very strong. So I'm just kind of pushing that in there. I mean, it's easy enough though. Clay is easy enough to mold, so I will give it that. Let's see how it comes out. I didn't add any starch or anything to the inside of the mold, which usually is good to like release um the clay. So we're gonna see. This is how a crafter would do it on a regular basis when they're on the fly. So I'm gonna try to get this thing out of there. It doesn't release as easily. It's very, very sticky. So let's see. Where do we want this guy? I'm gonna kind of like hook. I'm gonna hook the little things a little bit like that. I'm gonna put that one there. Okay. So I think I'm only gonna do one star of that. I don't want to do too many. Um, do I want to shove that in there? No, I don't. Let's see. I got this one. I, for the most part, make my own clay. I do like air dry clay, porcelain clay. I have a few recipes here on my channel for that, which I absolutely love. I did a mermaid quite some time ago, I think like 2 years ago, that I made a suitcase and I made a mermaid out of inside of the suitcase. A lot of you guys might remember that one. Um, and I used porcelain clay, and I still have that mermaid, and it's still intact. The tail looks beautiful still. The hair looks beautiful still. Like the whole thing is exactly the same. Nothing has cracked. Like, love it. But I bought this clay because I want to use it on March 28th when I participate in the hop for a World of Hearts hop that is being hosted by Tiffany Solario. And so I need a clay because I need to mold something. I need to make something for that project. And I need to find out if this clay is going to work because I don't want to waste too much time because the day's approaching, you guys. And we got to make sure we have things ready to go. At least for me, I'm trying to plan from now and get my stuff like together so that I don't take up too much time because we don't have a long time to do our projects in. So that, and that. And let's see. I have other seashells. This is a DIY one. I made this with that gawking thing that you use for the bathroom and cornstarch. Yes, and cornstarch. You don't need a lot of the clay as well, which is pretty good. We'll see how everything kind of dries, but the smell is like, what? You guys. I tried the Prima air dry clay, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it cracked on me. So I'm not too happy with that clay. Um, and I know some things we want to look distressed and things like that, but we don't always want that distressed look. We want to make that distressed look ourselves. So for me, when I pick it up and it's like, falling apart, I was like, no, what are you doing? I waited for days. Now you're broken. So yeah, kind of like, upsets me a little bit. So I don't play with it too much no more. I still have leftover, actually. I haven't used. Okay. What I will say is that this clay does grab the impression really nicely. It does grab the texture really nicely. Let me try to dry these and see. See how long it takes? These are rather small pieces. And I also got my faces because I gotta make a face. I'm gonna make a face with whatever's left over here. I gotta add a face in there, you guys. It wouldn't be my project if I didn't have a face in it. So I'm over here drying the glass over there, my goodness, because I'm reading the comments. But I'm gonna work with this a little bit more, test it out a little bit further and see. It ran me, I think it was almost 20 bucks, if not $20. And I got it on Amazon with Prime. So it was quite pricey. This package is the biggest package that they have before they have the bucket, because they do have a bucket. This is 16 ounces, so basically a pound of this clay, which you can do a lot with a pound. It depends on how big your sculptures are going to be or what it is that you're going to be molding. Um, Still pretty soft. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be getting next is the modeling material because I love to sculpt and stuff like that. And you know, you don't want to put all that work and effort and then have it crack on you. Like, oh my goodness, that's like devastating. Sometimes you want that, sometimes you don't. That's why I don't really play with the molds too much. And when I do mold, I usually fill it in with my the 3D printer, which is the little pen that you put the plastic filaments in, and it just kind of puts melted plastic inside of um, the little openings, and it dries hard, and you can use it. And that's what usually I do. At least I know that they're not gonna break on me. And sometimes I'll be able to manipulate them when they're still soft and like stretch them out and just do other things to them. This is supposed to be fast. I don't know. It says few minutes. And the longer I'm heating it up, the higher into the clouds I'm going. Okay, let's see. Wave it around like a magic wand. See if it dries. Takes 1 to 2 minutes to start the process. But what about to finish the process? My friend, I need more instructions because this is not enough. Okay. Use heat to start the process. Turning on side 1 to 2 minutes. I cannot. I do not have the patience. Oh, it's getting hard. All right, I baked it like a cookie. All right, that's what it is. You gotta bake it like a cookie. So you could basically batch, like make a whole bunch and stick it in your oven. It's the same thing, but you're gonna have fumes. I don't know. It doesn't say anything about not baking, but if it can take the heat from a heat tool, it should be able to take baking. Um, but do that at your own risk, you guys. That's on you. The star is pretty dry. You can hear it. This is dry. This guy right here, almost there. All right. So, dun dun dun. The piece de la resistance. Viva la France. Okay. So let's get some paint and let's paint this up. And I don't know if I'm gonna do this phase. Yeah, we're gonna put that there for right now because that takes a minute, you guys. And so what do I want to do with these? Do I want to paint them white? Yeah, I think I want to paint them white. Oh, I have white right here. So let me use up some of this white first. It's hot, so be careful when you're handling them. They are hot little pieces. Caliente, caliente. It is steaming. My acrylic is instantly drying. I am basically baking paint. Now let's get some more whites. Viva la crafts! Yes. Viva la crafts! For real, for real. All right, so let's go ahead and paint this while my paint keeps baking. All right, more. More. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that whole thing out. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna probably make my piece beforehand, which is probably what I'm gonna have to do. I was thinking about using it during the live, but I don't think time-wise is very smart to do that. So most likely what will happen is that whatever I end up molding for my project that day, I'm going to record that process of, you know, the whole sculpting process basically. And I'm going to upload that as a separate independent video, but I'm not going to do it the same day of the hop. What I'll do is that so that you guys have enough time to watch everybody, I'll upload that video probably within the day after or the day after that. So okay, I really like that with the white. These things are still hot. Okay, let's dry that up again. And they are hard, you guys. The pieces are hard. The pieces are hard, you guys. They are. They are hard. They are hard like cement. So it does do what is advertised. You will be able to start your work on your pieces fast. Now, the bigger the piece, the longer it's going to last. It took me a few minutes just to get these small little pieces ready to go. And this one's super, super thin, and it still took me quite some time. So just be aware that that is something that is most likely going to happen. I'm going to just add, look at my hands. My hands are full of paint. So again, dry brushing, always, always, always dry brushing. Just gonna add a little bit of this on here. Just kind of slap that glitter on there. I love these galaxy glitters. Love the bling. Just love it, love it, love it. My thing is still a little bit wet, so leave. And I want to bring a color in there that kind of pops a little bit. So I'm gonna bring in maybe this Heritage. It's called Heritage. It's kind of like a pumpkin-ish kind of color, like a little orangey. I'm gonna add that in there just to kind of add a little bit. I'll shake it a little bit better than that. Yes, plan ahead definitely, because again, it does have an odor. That odor might affect you differently depending on the quantity of the clay that you're going to use. You know, if you're going to create a big project with it and you're going to be in that smell for quite some time, you know, you could get dizzy, headaches, you know, something like that. So hopefully that's not the case, but it is a pretty, you know, tough smell for the most part. And while you're drying it, you're still smelling it. So it does kind of, you know, dissipate a little bit after a while. I don't smell it so much anymore, but it's still kind of in the air a little bit. And again, it's going to take a little bit of time to dry, but you will get it dry right away as opposed to waiting days to have it dry. So, you know, there's a little bit of a sacrifice happening there. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of this, you guys. I just want a little touch, little touch. Just a little touch. Just a little touch, you guys, just a little. Just a little touch, just a little kiss, little kisses, right? Little kisses, little kisses, little kisses, little kisses. Little kisses. That one I kissed too much. So I might have to just, you know. I just wanted to add something fun in here. And this one I kissed too much. Give me back some of them kisses. And let's see. I do want to incorporate maybe a little bit of the darker blue, which is the ice blue. Just a little bit on there. Just a little bit. A few more kisses. Okay, stay up. Don't stay up then. That's okay. That's your prerogative. You can stay down if you want to. So just a little bit of this blue. And we're just going to give it a few kisses. Just a few. Just a few. Just a few light little kisses. It's about having fun with your pieces, right? So I love playing with colors. I'm very colorful when it comes to my art. Even when I want to just be like very monochromatic, it's seldom the day that I get to really do it. I always revert back to just applying a whole bunch. Then paint wings. I'm gonna bring a little bit more of the white back into it. So it's a little too bold for my liking right now. But I need to dry this because otherwise I'm just gonna be mixing paint. So I'm gonna go back into it with the white a little bit. Let me just dry my brush so I don't pick up that blue. I'm just gonna kind of, it's a little too bold. I don't need it to be so bold. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, so let's go ahead and start adding these babies in here and figuring out where everything is everything. Let me pick up this paint. All right, so we have some seashells by the seashore, and we're gonna kind of be adding them in here somewhere. Maybe the R star's gonna go there, so maybe right there, right? I kind of like how I placed those, so let me go ahead and glue those in. Everything always has a reason. Okay, I like that. Oops, a daisy. Hopefully there's not too much glare and you guys can see where this is all kind of going. So I kind of put them to hang out just to give it a little bit of color here and there, without taking too much away. Making sure that it's nicely glued on there. Now this guy right here, and I remember that I was gonna put a piece of something or the other there. I know this is gonna go here, right? This was supposed to go somewhere. I don't remember where. See, take a picture. Ada, you was right. Take a picture, Carmen. Take a picture. So maybe I can do those there like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. Do that there like that. Now for this one, I'm gonna have to glue it above. So let's glue this. Some hot glue to the rescue, and let's kind of stick this up there. And I'm gonna be adding some triple thick to that, just so that I make sure that is in the right spot. And to this, I'm gonna add some of the embellishment glue. Where are you, embellishment glue? Dry clear for me, por favor. So I don't know if I trust you too much right now. So let's see. Just gonna kind of put that there. And kind of just put that there. These are gonna get glued on like in random places. Some like here. And let's put some right here. And let's put this here. So what am I going to do with this piece? Am I going to use this piece here? I think I can, right? I think I can. Right? I think I can. She thought she could, and so she did. And let's get him going there. And oh my goodness, my little fish. I want to add my little fish in there. But I don't know where to add it because it doesn't match. So I don't know where this goes. This is supposed to go here, right? Okay. This is supposed to go there. Right? That's what we had decided. I have one more of these. Let me see where I can put it. This one, right? I got one there. So I need one down here. Put that one down here. And put that right there. I like that. I really like that, you guys. I gotta reattach this in there somewhere. And maybe attach this in there somewhere. So let's go ahead and do that real quickly. Let me put this there. Stick that there. Stick that right under that E. Put it there. Let's wrap that back up right here. Okay. Okay, let me see. Is anything else out of order here? Tuck that in there. Okay. Little flowers. Little flowers, little flowers. I know I have one here. One here. I know there was one here. Oops, sorry if I hit the camera, my friends. I hit it with my forehead. And used it in my favorite colors of all time, you guys. This is my favorite color of all time. I need something for here. What am I gonna? No, I don't want to give him bubbles. He already has bubbles. What can I get? I need something. Maybe a little bit of this. So I want to add a little bit of this, maybe. Maybe a little bit. I need it to be messy. So let's see. Something like that, maybe. Something like that. No. Right? No, you guys. No me digas no. Anybody ever remember that song? That's a very old Spanish song. I used to hear my mom hearing that song all the time when I was little. Let's see. I'm trying to see how my little seahorsey is going to work with this. I don't think that works there. Oh, I found a flower. Maybe I can put a flower. Maybe I can put a flower right here. And then, where is she? Where did she go? Oh, she's right here. And then, let's see. Then I can kind of use the excuse that that flower's there to add another flower on top of that flower and add another flower on top of that flower. Ta-da! So that's what we're gonna do. So let me glue. We're gonna do this one. That was what you had before. Oh, it was? You see? And then you think you came up with something new and you just did that like 2 seconds ago. Oh my goodness. It was something like that, right? All right, all right, all right. That means that the brain is starting to catch back on. That's always a good sign, right? I think it's worse to go to bed forgetting everything. All right, so, whoa, stay there, little flower. Stay there, my friend. Stay right there. There we go. I like that. And then I'm going to triple thick this, you guys, before I go off. I am going to triple thick the background, the rest of the background, but just so that you guys can kind of see how the triple thick brings this whole thing to life. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Okay. Pace yourself, Carmen. Pace yourself. All right. So I kind of like that right there. Right? I think that's perfect there. Should I bring it up higher a little bit more? No, that's fine, right? That way it doesn't curl up too much. I think that's good. I'm just going to put it there, you guys. I don't know how I'm going to do it to make a 1 hour live on Saturday, because you guys see how long it takes me between making up my mind, forgetting, and then remembering what the heck it is that I was doing in the first place. Oh my goodness. Oh, but I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. I do. I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I do. I do. I do. I do love it. I do love it. I think it's magical. I think it's magical. I don't think that needs that. Does it need that? I don't know. I don't think it does. Maybe one of these. Maybe one of those. Just so that it looks even Steven on both sides. Although I think that that actually makes it look so that this has to fit all the way to the edge and it doesn't have to. So, I don't know. Let's see how the whole thing kind of works out right there. So I'm just going to triple thick this, you guys, for now. And I think I'm going to call it a day once I do that. So, I do love it, though. Oh, my goodness. I can't believe we did this with a piece of garbage. Right? Like a whole bunch of stuff that I was going to throw away. So, that would be a good idea if you wanted to do something that was, you know, junk to treasures. It doesn't have to necessarily be junk. If it was something that you're not necessarily fond of and you've been wanting to discard and see if there's a chance that you could give it a new life, you might surprise yourself. You might actually love it afterwards. This was an ugly Santa Claus pack from Dollar Tree. And now it's gonna go in my bathroom. Oh my goodness. I think it's gonna go in my bathroom. So now I'm gonna triple thick this, you guys. And this is a gloss glaze. And what it's gonna do is gonna give it a really nice shiny coat. I did go over this is what we did last Saturday. So I did kind of go over that and you guys can see that gloss over it. So that's just a very thin layer, which is exactly what I'm going to do with this one. Is just add a super thin layer just to kind of bring out some of those colors a little bit more. And don't worry, you guys, I'm not going to have you here while I'm drying them. I'm just going to lay that out and then I am going to bid you all farewell and thank you all so much for being here. And I do hope that you guys were able to see the project well and in HD and full clarity. Hopefully you guys can see all the colors. But if you don't follow me on my social media, please do so. I might not have the links there, but I definitely have the links on my channel. So go to my about section and you'll get my links there. Okay. So let's go ahead and add some of this triple thick, and I'm gonna try to find myself a brush that is clean. I think I found one. This one right here. And usually what I like to do is just kind of layer a thin layer. So I'm gonna do it on this part here and on this part here. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some triple thick, and you can find triple thick in so many different brands. You don't have to buy a specific one, but this is the one by Zeco Art, and it's part of the Americana line, and it's just a gloss glaze, but it's called triple thick. It has to say triple thick. If it doesn't say that, then it's not this. So I'm just gonna brush this. Girl, you know I don't like to tone down anything. I'm all about the color. That's why you're always pulling your hair out. You're like, no, Carmen, add this. And I'm like, oops, too late. All right, so this kind of does balance itself out. So even though you're applying it with a brush, those brush strokes for the most part are gonna level out. So you won't get so much of the brush strokes unless you only applied a very small minimal amount. And there, yeah, you might get some brush strokes. But this will protect the paper. It'll also dry nice and stiff. Okay. And let's see. Now it's gonna look really milky at the beginning when you first use it. And this is a great way of making ephemera, you guys. So it's gonna look a little bit milky. I'm just trying to make sure I get it everywhere. It starts to dry right away as soon as you kind of lay it down. It's like a glossy accent, but it's not a glossy accent, but it's kind of like a glossy accent. Hopefully you guys understand exactly what I mean by that. But it performs in a very similar kind of fashion when it comes to adding that glass-like effect to your images. So here I'm just kind of spreading it out a little bit. Again, I don't need perfection. I just want to make sure that my whole entire image is covered. And because I do know that this is already starting to dry, I don't want to fiddle with it too much. If you have like air bubbles, you can try to pop them. And once this is dry, this is going to get completely translucent and clear. And all you're going to have is a glass-like finish, you guys. So with that being said, I want to thank you all so much. Again, follow me on my social media. If you do not know the links, they will be in my about page. I will come back to this video and add them in a little bit later. So yes, you guys, this is what we created today from our piece of junk. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I use my own chipboard design, which is the Olympic bubbles. And we have the the wood chip word love. We use some trims that we was going to basically throw away. I took advantage and used some Stamperia paper to give it that, that wow factor. And I absolutely love it. The colors that we use in the background were basically teal and brown with a little bit of white. And I love that just a little bit of white shows here and there because the seahorse itself, because of the mechanism in which it was drawn, has a lot of white already in it. The paper in the background has some white in it already. And I absolutely love it. So make sure that you check out the pictures on my social media because that's where they're going to be. And I want to thank you all so much. I will see you all on Saturday at 8 p.m. for Mixed Media. And yes, you guys, to the next one, hugs, love, and blessings to all of you. Thank you so much for the love and the support, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.